Hello, one and all. Welcome back to another edition of the Average Guy's Guide to Life podcast. You know who I am. You know what this is. You lovely, lovely, lovely bitch over there. Over there in your PJs, or maybe your business suit, or maybe your fucking jeans and t-shirt, whatever you're wearing. How's it going? How are you doing on this day? Excuse me. I am kind of riled up myself. And before I get into why that is, remember, if you like what I do here, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all those things. You can even troll me if you like. I am probably troll proof, but you can try by all means. Do what you got to do down there in the comment section. Tell me how funny looking my face is. Tell me how annoying my voice is. Tell me how much of a failure I am. You know, that's how you guys get your rocks off. You tell people that they suck, when in all actuality, you're the one that sucks, and you're just trying to make people feel how low you feel. You worthless sons of bitches, you human dish rag. Fucking human dunce cap. How are you doing? I would really like you guys to subscribe. Oh, you are not subscribed, and you are enjoying my content. I invite you to, not because there's any reward to it or anything like that, not because I am being paid for this process, only because I would like you to be entertained by me, so that when I do upload a video of my divisive mug, my divisive content, you'll be notified, and you'll see when I do these things. That's why you do it, people. You do things for yourself. Because isn't that what being human is about? You do things for yourself up until you die. You take care of yourself up until you die. You do things that will only further your position and not really caring about the opposition. You further your position in life. You try to progress in every aspect of your life as a human being. Maybe you want to procreate. Maybe you want to have a better job, a more stable financial situation, make more annual income. Maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you want to fucking find that trophy wife and settle down, have some little kiddos that hopefully doesn't have your fucking dish rag genes, and they have the genes of that trophy wife you found with that new annual income that you got. Maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want to push a political agenda, a divisive political agenda, or maybe it's not divisive. Maybe it is, something that is supremely human, and you're fighting for rights of human equality and racism and all that stuff, and you don't support anyone that stands against what you have to stand for. These are all fucking human problems. These are all human problems. And I'm going to tell you right now, humans, you fucking humans, I'm in a mood today. You humans are so, and I'm more human than human. More human than human is what I am. Not because of the Rob Zombie song, because I definitely feel like I have been placed here on this planet to observe and report back to my fucking home base, or wherever the fuck that spaceship is, rotating around the earth, waiting for them to come and pick me up. Because these human issues are not something that I can relate to, and definitely not things I agree with. And they seem to be taking up more time in people's lives than I deem necessary. Yes, me, I deem necessary. Because I control the time-space continuum. If I were to say it's not necessary, then you should stop doing it immediately. Stop it. Stop it. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your life. Get your fucking hands out of your pants and go find a job, you worthless son of a bitch. Talking to myself there. No, I have a job. But yeah, human problems. Fucking human problems. And I'm not talking about racism. I'm not talking about income inequality. I'm not talking about sexism or war and violence and famine. I'm not talking about those, because those are issues that are evident, and those issues will persist for as long as humans circle this goddamn blue marble that we all live on. I don't think those problems are going to go anywhere. You know, people are always going to be poor. People are always going to be miseducated. People are always going to be biased and hateful and violent and greedy and selfish. These are all human problems that we know are deeply rooted within our civilization across the world, not just the United States. These things exist everywhere. But I'm not going to get into that because that's too heavy. I mean, I'm going to be talking about something heavy, but not that heavy. I'm talking about the way that men and women treat each other within relationships. That specific human problem. And the only reason I talk about this is because I was listening to a conversation within a podcast earlier, and they were discussing certain elements within a relationship situation that just kind of frustrated me, and it kind of sparked something that I wanted to discuss with you guys. And I will admittedly say that it got me frustrated because these human issues are completely avoidable, but people act selfishly and people act ignorantly, and it's so avoidable. For example, right, with these fucking human issues, the biggest one within relationships, like I said, I'm not talking about all that heavy shit. Talking about some nonsensical shit that doesn't mean anything to anyone except for me and maybe some other people who are going through similar situations. But the biggest and most avoidable human problem within relationships is the not misuse, but the falsified delivery of information. And that's just a very pretty way of saying somebody's a fucking liar. The falsified delivery of information. Someone lying, or someone not being truthful with their intentions, someone not being transparent with their intentions, or what, not even intentions, because intentions they can be within different stages of the relationship. Like when you first meet someone, no one knows what your intentions are. Your intentions are, whatever the fuck they become when you meet that person. So those intentions will be different from what your intentions will be when the relationship is 3 years down the road. The problem still persists though. Motherfuckers ain't honest about it. Just be honest. Just be transparent with what your intentions are. If you meet somebody, male or female, and your intentions are initially just to see if you could fuck this person, male or female, I believe you should be honest about that. Why? Because then you wouldn't waste your time or that other person's time. You have that goal. That is your primary goal. Your primary goal is to try and get your fun parts wet. That's it. Get my fun parts a little juicy. That's all I want to do. I'm just trying to find somebody out there who has similar intentions. See, the problem is people lie about their intentions because it's hard to find someone that has the same intentions. They have the parallel intentions that you have. So they lie. And they try and manipulate and trick their way into a situation. That's when they can, eventually get what they want out of the situation with their initial intention without telling that person what it is. For example, if there's a guy who just wants to fuck and he knows the stereotype and the stigma that's going to be placed on him to try and find someone who is also just trying to fuck, the pool of women that he has to choose from is going to get very thin if he's open about these initial intentions. He can play the cards. He could play his luck in his hand. If he's a successful, handsome fella, he can go out and try to meet women on the club and the bar scene and hop around and, get drinks and stuff like that. You can't do that shit now. You can't do it now. With Rona around the corner, But back then I mean like, early 2020. Back then you could do that, right? But your pool is still very, very thin. So if you're talking to women, for this guy example, you don't say that initially because you know that's going to be a deal breaker for most women. I will say about 80%, right? 80% of women will be initially turned off by a man who's open and says that he wants just to fuck. Even though women will also say, you women out there, you're not in the clear. You're not in the clear either. Because you will say you want a guy to be honest. And if a guy says, I just want some pussy, then you say, fuck you, you a dog, you ain't shit, go fuck yourself. But what the fuck? You wanted me to be honest. What the fuck? Pick a fucking lane here. But the guy knows. The guy knows that he can't say that because he has the biological information that most women aren't going to accept that. So what does he do? He delivers false information. The motherfucker is a liar. He's a liar. He's going to lie and say what he has to say and do what he has to do to project an image that you deem appropriate, that an image you will approve of, so that maybe one day he can finally get what he initially wanted in the first place. Fucking human problems. Just be honest. Accept what it is that you will gain from delivering the truth. If you deliver the truth to someone that you're interested in physically, and you say, I really want to have sex with you, maybe you don't say it like that. Maybe you're a little smoother than me. But you say, I want to fuck. You have to live with whatever that person says after that. If they say, no, you cannot have my fun parts. You are banished from my box. What's in the box? You are banished from my box. You have to live with that. And you move on to the next and then the next. But at least you're honest about it, right? Women too. I believe if the roles were reversed, women would have a much easier time doing this. And I think that's why they don't, because it would just be too much. Like it would just be too much dick. It would be too many dicks just waiting, erect, waiting for their chance. If you were just like, I'm just trying to find people to fuck, you'd have a line around the world ready to fuck you. So I guess that's why women are biologically inclined not to do that. Most women, I would say. So that's a fucking human problem. That's the biggest human problem. Misinformation. The delivery of misinformation. Liars. And there's a lot of fucking subfolders and bullet points underneath that. For example, never trust a motherfucker that say they've been single for more than 6 months. I would stretch it to a year. I'll stretch it to a year. Give them a year. Never trust a motherfucker that say they've been single for a year. 6 months is a warning sign. But year, something's wrong there. Either this motherfucker is a sociopath, they're a psychopath, or they're just unlikable. No one likes this motherfucker. Something is wrong with them, and they need to really focus on themselves. But the main reason you don't trust a motherfucker that say they've been single for more than a year, let's say you met somebody, and y'all talking, y'all gabbing it up, you like one another, you on the road to maybe asking him or her out on a date, and you say, how long have you been single? And this person says, 4 years. Bitch, what? 4 years? You've been single for 4 years? You've been single for 4 years. Where's the bodies? How many of them are there? Strangled or stabbed, you crazy bitch. What? What are you talking about? 4 years you've been single. People, first of all, back to the original problem, people lie. They deliver false information. They want to say that they've been single for that long because they haven't been in a relationship that they deem as committal. They were in a relationship that they deemed as a passing relationship. Even if they went on dates with somebody and they were together for a few months, they say, oh, that didn't count. Let me brush that one under the rug. Bitch, you can't do that. You can't just erase somebody from your fucking history. They're there. You met them. You fucked them. You know? Y'all was together. You can't erase somebody from your past like that. But I get it. I get it. People do that. People that say they're single for multiple years, trust me, them motherfuckers ain't out there traveling the world, getting to know themselves, trying fucking hallucinogenic drugs, doing yoga, and crying themselves to sleep every night. They aren't doing that. What are they doing? They're still going about their day-to-day life, but it's biology. Motherfucker, biology. Biology means that things are biological. But besides that, you need human connection. You need human interaction unless you're an asexual motherfucker. I have yet to meet someone that is asexual. I know you exist. You're in the LBGTQA plus community. God damn, that's a mouthful. No pun intended. But unless you're asexual, you're going to want some sort of human companionship. So if someone, let's just take me for example, if someone were to tell me that they were single for 3 years, instant fucking red flag. Why? Because first of all, you're being disingenuous and you're being dishonest. If you were to say, I've been single-ish for 3 years, that would make sense. Because maybe you haven't met someone that you deemed where you were in a relationship with, but you were dating exclusively. Because 3 years is a long fucking time not to date anybody. It's a long time. Also, it's another red flag because the motherfucker might just be a hoe. They might be a whore. So they can be single, man or woman. A man can be single, quotations, for 4 years. He can be dating women and then just out there getting his dick wet. Just out there getting, is that somebody you want to date, ladies? You want to date somebody that's possibly a sociopath, psycho killer, and maybe have some sort of mommy issues. So he's just out there for 4 years banging till his heart's content. And then he tells you when you ask him how long you've been single, 4 years. Instead of just being transparent and not delivering that false information and telling you what the exact situation is. What is the exact situation? Well, I've been dating for 4 years. I have met people, but I haven't found anyone that I would be comfortable saying I was in a relationship with that person. Maybe it was 3 months here, 2 months there, 8 months here. But 4 years, motherfucker? Who are you? Who are you? Are you fucking John Wayne Gacy? The hell are you talking about? You've been human problems. Fucking human problems, man. You know, another human problem. And this goes for men and women. Cause I'm dishing it out on both sides. Both sides, double team. Just me. Just picture two me's double teaming you. So, another human problem. To say that you're a moral individual, right? Let's just say you're a young lady out there in the field trying to find a suitable gentleman to date, to begin a fucking successful relationship. You want to head down that path now. Okay. Let's just say you're not one of those crazy John Wayne Gacy type of motherfuckers that's been single for 4 years, hiding people in your walls. Okay. You're normal. And you meet someone and you randomly fuck them. Do you tell anyone that you fucked this stranger? Does that make you less moral? It's a human issue. I think it's a human issue. I personally would tell people. Then again, I don't expect everyone to be as transparent as I am because I I really don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about nothing anyone has to say about anything when it comes to my life, because I've made those decisions. I can live with those decisions. And also, I know what it takes to be me. I don't judge people because I've been through shit and I know that life's complicated. It's not a straight path. It's a zigzag with a bunch of fucking cracks and potholes. I get that. But you have to live by what you say. So with this current example, if you're a moral woman and you fuck somebody, or you're a moral guy and you fuck somebody and you fucked a stranger, do you tell somebody about that? Most of the time, you don't. Why? Because you say it was a mistake. Oh, it was a mistake. This person didn't exist. Fuck you do, bitch. Fuck a ghost. It was a mistake. What happened? What happened? What I don't understand. Were they like committing suicide, about to jump off a building, and you caught them in midair and saved them with your dick? What happened? What happened? Were you consulting your fucking business partner over there, and right in the middle of the meeting you started sucking his dick? What happened? It was an accident. It was an accident, they say. Okay. You go in the fucking house to rescue a fucking lady and her burning cats, and you're like, I got time to fuck her. Why not? I don't get it. And then they say that they want to be in a relationship. Okay. For that one person, for that one incident, that can get a pass. But if you're consistently out there fucking strangers, then maybe you aren't really looking for a relationship. Maybe you are. Maybe you finally made up your mind that you are looking for a relationship. Maybe. I can see that, you know, maybe your mindset has changed. Maybe what you're expecting and your expectations have evolved. And it can happen within, you know, a fucking 48, 24-hour period. I understand that. But you also have to understand that for the past 4 years, you've been out here fucking strangers. I'm sorry. You just been picking motherfuckers off the street that was asking for $1, and you was trying to give them some pussy. Or maybe you was trying to give them some dick. Like some lady out here asking for some money so she can buy some MD 2020. And you're like, I got something better for you. I'm going to pour it on my dick. I'm going to just pour some MD 2020 right on my dick. You get the best of both worlds. You get your fucking wine kick and you get some dick kick. Dick kick, wine kick, get all the kicks. And you also have to, along with being transparent with yourself and with your potential partner, you also have to accept what they're going to say. You have to accept the fact that how you're going to be viewed. That is another human issue. People are not comfortable with how they're going to be viewed by other people. And that's a problem. The lying is a result of people not wanting to be viewed and judged in a certain light. Well, bitch, don't do it. Just don't do it. If you don't want to be viewed in that way, then just don't do it. Don't suck so many dicks. It's simple. It's simple. Don't fuck every woman you see. It's simple if you don't want to be judged in that light. But if that is what you do, then be honest about what you do and what you did. Be honest about it. Why is my voice going up like this? Why am I elevating my tone of fucking speech? Why is my voice doing this? But just do it. That's all I'm saying. It's like the lies are a result of not wanting to be viewed in a certain light. So you can't tell someone. You already made the mistake. For example, you made the mistake of telling someone that you've been single for 3 years. Okay, so that's already going to get their wheels turning. Like, what happened there? So you know, on top of that, you can't tell them, well, I've been single for 3 years, but I've also been out here plowing all the vag within the fucking 60-mile radius. You can't say that. Why? Because the lady you're talking to is going to be like, this motherfucker ain't no good. He ain't ready for commitment. He just wanna be out here sticking his fucking dick in any hole, you know? If I fucking got a hole in my drywall, he's gonna try and fuck it. Don't do things you don't want to fucking be honest about, people. All these human issues. Jesus Christ. You got me going off on the tangent here. But never trust someone who, like, at the end of the day, never trust someone who say that they've been single for more than a year. Like, don't fucking do it. Don't do it. Especially if they don't have a sensible explanation for what they've been doing with their personal, interpersonal, intimate time in between then. And if they're honest about it, like, hey, I was single, but I dated. I was in like a semi-relationship for about 4 months here, 5 months here, then about a week here. And it's like, okay, I can respect that. Then you have the option to say whether or not you can accept that, right? You don't want to, but you also don't want to fucking be a person that's tricked into a situation with someone and you think they've been single for 3 years and they just been fucking reborn and they fucking praying to Jesus every night to send them a man and they crying themselves to bed and they not fucking out here taking all the dicks in the rainbow. Anyway, I told you guys that was gonna be a rant, and hopefully I didn't go off too hard. And I don't give a fuck if I've alienated anybody. Don't be a hoe. Don't be a hoe. Don't be a liar. At the end of the day, that is what the fuck this segment is about, or this whole podcast has been about. Don't be a hoe. Don't be a liar. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? And if you are a hoe and are a liar, at least admit that you're a hoe and a liar. If someone is want to take you out on a date and you kind of like the person, maybe you should say, hey, before we go out on a date, I lie my ass off and I do all the dicks. And despite their shocked look, at least you'll feel good knowing that you told them the truth. And in the meantime, you can still do as many dicks as you want. You nasty, nasty motherfucker. Your parents should be ashamed. Your fucking ancestors are rolling over in their grave. I can't judge. But I'm judge, jury, and executioner, you dumb mother. All right, everybody. Remember to kill yourself, or the Rona will do it for you. Bye.